All right, so we're going to do this little interview, exclusive Alexander the Great Volkanovski interview on my YouTube channel, doing a TMZ style. New York City. This is playing up a little bit, so I'm just going to hold it in my hand so you can hear it so it doesn't make funny noises. So I'm going to get Jeff to ask me some questions, and I'm going to give you... we're going to do our own interview, but an exclusive one to my channel. Let's get into it.
All right, so your post, it's a few days since the fight. What did you think about the fight?
Man, the fight went well. You know, it went to plan. I said I was going to show everyone that I'm on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? I said in camp that I was on I was the sharpest I've ever been, the best I've ever looked. And I think everyone's seen that. You know what I mean? I'm on a whole nother level. I'm always improving. And that's that's that work ethic I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people that just say these things, I'm busting my ass, never worked I never trained so hard, but I'm showing you that I'm doing that, you know what I mean? And I'm not just saying it to you. You guys are seeing it with my improvements. You know, obviously my team's seen it, my training partners. This is some exclusive stuff. You know, some of my training partners had to cop some beatings this camp while I was getting prepared, you know what I mean? And it's not something I'm proud of, but it just shows you where I'm at right now, you know what I mean? So, yeah, again, I was hurting some of my training partners. So if I went out there and didn't hurt my opponent, I would have been pretty upset. Here I am beating up training partners, but I can't beat up my opponent. So I'm glad I obviously did work in the way I did, but not happy with injuring my training partners. So that's not how I roll, but sometimes accidents happen, right?
So what did you think of the stoppage?
I mean, I was waiting for that stoppage. You know, I felt like it was done. I seen he was defeated, man. Like it was, especially after that third round. Things weren't going his way the whole time. But here we go in the city, yeah, hearing all these crazy noises. I like it. But you know, he was done, man. He didn't really have an answer. I was a lot faster. Every decision he made, I countered it with something, and you know, he was miles behind. I felt like, you know what I mean. Even from the start, he threw a jab and was well out of range for it. A lot slower. I was a bit too fast for it. You know, out of position for it, and that gave me a real understanding of how this fight was going to be. Just I was too many steps ahead, and I really showed that.
So when did you know that you were in control? Man,
I knew from the first jab. Like I said, he was a lot slower than me. He didn't quite figure out the range that I was fighting at, and again, the opportunity that he thought was the right time to throw his jab, just had me let me know that he doesn't know what range and what fight, you know, what's happening in front of him. You know, he was struggling to keep up, and that was from literally the first jab that I seen, and that's no disrespect to him. It's just that's how I write. Yeah, I puzzle these guys. You know, I put a puzzle in front of them, and they struggle with it. And I knew from the first jab that this was going to be a long night for Korean Zombie.
What kind of I know you waited for him in the cage and stuff. Well, why did you do all that?
Oh man, just to pay my respects. You know what I mean? I could see that he was obviously pretty hurt. You know, obviously mentally, physically. You know, he was emotionally hurt as well. So. And the vibe I got, I obviously couldn't, man, there's a lot happening in here. There's a lot happening. But there's
Oh, wait for that.
Where were we?
Respect for Zombie.
Yeah, the respect, man. I wanted to, you know, we just want to pay our respects. Again, he was mentally, physically, hurt, you know what I mean? He was broken, and from what he was saying, obviously I don't speak Korean, but I could tell that, you know, he was thinking of retirement. But I mean, it's tough because anyone that was in front of me would have felt that way, because I would have done the same to a lot of these guys. So, you know, that's something that was pretty hard for me to see, that he would have been so harsh on himself, thinking that, oh man, you know, I've got no chance with these guys. But it's I don't think that's the case. He just didn't have much of a chance with me. That's where I believe I'm at. It's not the cockiness, it's just the confidence, man, and that's why I'm going out there doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And yeah, we just want to pay our respects, man. Like again, it's probably his last title shot, and if it is his last fight, we wanted to see him out of the octagon and just pay our respects, because again, he's a legend of the sport. He's a sweet man, he's a good man, and a respectful dude, so I just want to pay my respects.
So what does the champ want next? Who do you want next?
Champ wants that lightweight belt. I think I'm in a position. You all know, all you guys that have been supporting me know that I haven't been calling for double champ, an opportunity at the double champ status. I've always said it's going to happen in the near future, but I waited till I was, 4 title fight wins, 3 title defenses. I waited until now to call it, so I think that's fair. I'm in a position where I think it could definitely happen. I think the timing's right. With the UFC next fight, and obviously next pay-per-view is going to be Gaethje and Oliveira. So we'll see who wins that, and maybe we can fight, mid-year or the later end of the year, and go for that double champ status. I think we're in the position. I think people believe I can definitely do it, and I think the UFC might take that serious, but it's something that we're going to definitely try and push. So we'll see what we can do.
So you've now won 21 straight fights. Where do you find the motivation to keep busting your ass?
Man, well that's it, man. I said it all week to everyone that a lot of people are like, how are you motivated when you're the champ, when you're at the top? It's like, I don't care about being better than these guys. I know, I'm going to be better than these guys, but that's not how my mentality should be. I want to be better than the version of myself last time I was in that octagon. I want to be better every week, every month. People say that, but they don't really try, in a sense. Like for me, I want to be better. That's why you don't see me having breaks in between camps. When I go into camp, that's me getting ready for a fight. In between camps is where I get better, where I evolve. That's why you see me bust my ass staying in good nick. So I start at a good base going into camp, but not just that, that's where I get better. That's where you see me evolve. That's where you see me work my jiu-jitsu and play around with things and work on speed, power, all that type of stuff. That's where we evolve. And again, a lot of people have holidays and do nothing for ages. I'm straight back in the gym. As soon as these hands are a bit swollen, as soon as these hands and feet feel good again, recover, I'll be back in the gym. And even if they don't, as soon as this media tour is done, I'm going to be doing whatever I can to get better. Whether it's strength work or whether it's focusing on my knees and kicks because my hands are stuffed, whatever it is, be better. Yeah, I've got that drive. Yeah, always have that drive. Drive to be better. No matter what it is and what you need to do, be better.
This was probably your best performance in the UFC, at least to my knowledge at the moment. Why do you think that is?
Man, just I don't think anyone's ever done that to Zombie, right? Who's went out there and absolutely dominated him and made him, again, a lot of people saying he made him look like an amateur, like he didn't deserve to be there. And again, that wasn't on him. That's just where I'm at. But it has to be up there, you know what I mean? Obviously, because he's a worthy competitor. But look how that went. You know what I mean? It's just that just drives me because again, that's leading up. I was saying how much better I am and all that. But again, you need to prove that, right? You need to prove it to yourself. Even though I knew it, I still wanted to prove it to myself with a worthy competitor, and I did. So it gives me even more confidence that I'm going to be better next time I step in the cage. So expect me to top that one next time I'm in there.
So what's left to prove?
Just be better, man. We've got a lot of statuses we want to do. GOAT status, double champ status, pound for pound #1, best in the world, best ever, all of it, man. I want to leave that legacy behind. I want to look after my family forever. You know what I mean? We're in this sport. We're in this sport forever. You know what I mean? I want to make as much money while I can, but I want my legacy to look after my family. I want my family to live off my legacy. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about for me. It's all about being successful so I can provide for my family and leaving a legacy behind, being in them history books and all that type of stuff. That's how you can look after your family forever. Your family can live off that name. So that's something that I strive to do, and that's why I've got to be better, man. Be better, be better, be better. Learn as much as you can. I'm trying to be better even outside of the octagon. Better human being, a smarter human being, understand as much as I can. When it comes to business, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Marketing. There's so many areas that I can improve, and that's what I want to keep doing. I'm going to drive to be better everywhere.